Hey everyone, and thanks for your time once again watching this video. Whether you are catching this live or catching it on replay or catching it on YouTube or Instagram TV or wherever you're catching it, I want you to know I really appreciate your time, your attention, your feedback. I'm still getting used to doing these lives, and so you have to bear with me, but I appreciate your time. And this is a subject that I think is going to divide opinion, depending on which side of the fence or which side of this scenario that you fall. It's a subject that I'm quite passionate about. It's a subject I don't need any notes for. I'm just going to talk from the heart about how I feel about this whole subject, and allow it to pour out of me, and hopefully it will pour into you, and hopefully some of this, maybe just one piece of this, will have a positive impact on you, like some of this has had a positive impact on me. As always, these tend to be other people's thoughts that I've learned and read and watched somewhere else, and integrated into how I am with that little thing that we hold and lose our lives into, our phones. And I thought, you know what, let me share it and see what comes back from it. Okay, there is one rule before I get into this. There is one rule on this video, and that is no tagging. Okay, no tagging until the very end. At the very end of the video, I'll give some rules and guidelines around how you tag someone in this video, and any tagging that happens before I explain that, because I can see the times of the tags, any tagging that happens before that will be deleted. Okay, because the purpose of this video isn't to cause argument, it's not to cause distress and grief within your household with your loved ones. Actually quite the opposite. So please, no tagging until we get to the end, and of course only tagging if you find value in this. The goal here is to improve your relationship with your phone, and hopefully improve your loved ones' relationships with their phones, in the hope that it can improve the relationships between you all as well. So I'm going to start with some questions. You might want to make a mental note of how many of these you say yes to. Do you go to bed with your phone? Okay, is your phone the last thing you look at before you go to bed at night, even if you've got someone in the bed next to you? Okay, is the answer yes? Maybe you're addicted to your phone. Is your phone the first thing you wake up to in the morning and reach for half asleep? You know, like looking at checking your notifications before you even check out the window to see if the world is still there. Are you looking on your phone to see if the world is still there? You know, maybe you're addicted to your phone. When was the last time you spend an extended time away from your phone? Even dinner, can you put it away for dinner? Have you left it at home recently when you've gone out? Okay, have you, when you're in the gym, do you leave it in your gym bag in the locker room, or do you take it in there? When was the last time you spent any extended time away from your phone? Okay, if you don't know the answer to that, maybe you're addicted to your phone. Does the thought of not having your phone for an extended period of time, right? That you remember that last time you lost it or misplaced it? Okay, did your blood pressure rise? Did the anxiety come to the forefront? Does the thought of not having your phone create anxiety? Maybe you're addicted to your phone. Are you lying about your answer to that last question? Right? We all know how we feel when we lose our phone. Okay, that panicky feelings, anxiety. Okay, that you've got to be honest about the answer to that. When you're tired, right, and you really know you should just go to bed, is that when you turn to your phone? When you're depressed, do you turn to your phone? Okay, when you're happy, do you turn to your phone to share it? When you're depressed, do you turn to your phone to share it? Okay, rather than finding a human being to speak to. Okay, maybe you're addicted to your phone. Do you take your phone to the bath, right? When you could be relaxing with nothing going on? Do you take your phone to the toilet? Okay, do you send most of your messages when you're on the toilet? Okay, it's only a small amount of time. Okay, if you even need the phone when you're in the bath and on the toilet, maybe you're addicted to your phone. Do you have your phone on the dinner table? Okay, even if you turn it down, right, so you can't see it flashing. Is it on the dinner table? Does it need to be on the dinner table? Maybe you're addicted to your phone. Do you have your phone? Do you have a phone holder in the car, right, so that it can be there, right next to like the road, so you can see the notifications, Right? Do you have one of those under the premise that, I want it to be safe and held and charging? Right? Or is it really there so you can see if the notifications go on? Right? Because, by the way, doing this, right, driving and doing this is just as dangerous as doing this, right? Not as dangerous as doing this, right? But still, right? Maybe you're addicted to your phone if you can't even go without the notifications for a short car journey. Are your kids becoming obsessed with devices, phones and iPads? Where do you think they get that obsession from? Is it because they see mum and dad like this all the time? Here's one. When someone mentions to you, you're going to put the phone down tonight, do you find yourself automatically going to a default? Oh, no, I'm just inserting excuse, whatever excuse you use in there. I'm just just checking up on an order. I'm just following up on something or other. Now, if that's genuine, fair enough. If you're making stuff up to justify your addiction to your phone because you wasn't really doing anything other than mindlessly scrolling, you might be addicted to your phone. Are you annoyed that I'm even saying these things because it's making you feel uncomfortable? Who am I to question your relationship with your device? If you're annoyed about it, maybe you're addicted to your phone. One of those, two of those, 4, 5 of those, all of those. Have you got it real bad? Maybe you're addicted to your phone. My question to you, and the reason for all of this, right? Because I don't mind what you do with your phone, but I do actually. I'm not passionate about phones, right? I'm passionate about how it can create breakdowns in relationships and lack of human connection. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about the positive things that come from a connected world, social media, the safety benefits of always being able to get in touch and get help or reach out, and the positivity that can come from social awareness and connectivity and communication. I'm all for that, but not at the expense of losing a human relationship with somebody you care about. Okay, when maybe if you're sat there every evening on the sofa on your phone, at dinner on your phone, in the car on your phone, in bed on your phone, what does that tell your partner or anybody that's in your company? What does that tell them about you? Does it tell them that maybe that you're not in control of your relationship with your device? Is it telling them that you're addicted to the device? Is it subconsciously telling them that you care more about the strangers' lives on the internet that you follow on Instagram that you will never meet, okay, than you do about them right there in front of you right now? I'd encourage you to think about, are they suffering in silence because they love you? Right? For the short periods of times where they do get your attention is enough to keep them in, to put up with the long periods of time where you're in their presence, but you're not present. Or what's worse is, are they as addicted as you are? Or maybe they're the one with the addiction and you're the one going, haha, this is them. Okay, this is why it's important. You're not allowed to tag anyone just yet. Okay, wait till the end. If you're already feeling the urge to tag someone, please wait. Okay, because in this video, more than any video I'll probably ever do, okay, you can tag people if it's done right and comes from the right place. So the question is it time to break that addiction for you? Is it time for you to break the addiction for you, for them, or for them to break it for them, for you, if that makes sense? Okay, maybe you need to be the first in the relationship to break the addiction and develop a healthier relationship with that little block of metal and plastic and glass that seems to drag so much of our attention away from the world around us. We're approaching a time now. It's almost November, okay, and before we know it, we're going to be in December, and Christmas and the festive season comes with a time of giving presents, okay, presents. And what I believe and feel is that you can buy your loved ones all the presents in the world, and you know all they want. Those of us that aren't in this cycle of addiction too, by the way, those of them that are a little bit more aware of their relationship with their phone, all they really want is for you to be more present with them. Present over presence, it will make a difference, I believe. So I don't know if how any of that sits with you, okay? But it makes a difference to me, right? And for the record, I'm not perfect at this stuff, right? I catch myself sometimes with the phone at the dinner table. I catch myself sometimes reaching for the phone when someone's speaking to me. That's how I know it's an addiction, because I don't want to do it, but I do it automatically. And so I'm not perfect at this, but I am aware of it, and I am working on getting better at it all the time. And all I'm doing is sharing in the hope that maybe this triggers something in you which makes you want to get a little bit better with your phone as well. And so a few tips for you for what it's worth, things that have helped me, before we get into how you can tag someone if you're really dying to. Firstly, buy yourself an alarm clock. Right, this was an easy one for me once I realized it. I took my phone to bed so that it would wake me up in the morning, but by taking it to bed it was easy to grab it and have a little scroll and have a little look until my eyes were going. Then I put it down and put it on charge, and then wake up in the morning because the alarm goes off, and you reach for it, and just in picking it up you see a notification and already you're drawn into it. What if you bought yourself an alarm clock? £10 on Amazon, and you made a decision that from whatever time at night for you it is, that the phone stays on charge downstairs on silent so you can't hear it. Okay, for me, I've been trying recently, really recently, to have no phone time between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. 8 p.m. onwards is the time I would love to spend with my wife and watching TV with her and having dinner with her. And sometimes we have to do work stuff, but 8 p.m. evenings, right, once the little one's down, I want that to be the time with my wife. Okay, first thing in the morning to 8 a.m. I really want that to be quality time with my son. You know, he gets up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It gives me 2, 3, 4 hours with him where he's not seeing me addicted to my phone. So buy an alarm clock. Secondly, set some rules, right? 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. is one of my rules that I'm trying to implement. Okay, but you set whatever rules you need to. I truly believe that most people could manage their social media in an hour a day, right? 3 20-minute sessions, morning, afternoon, and evening. Could you get your social media done? Probably. Okay, unless you're a big social media influence with all stuff flooding in, you could probably get it done in an hour a day. What if you set yourself an hour a day to do it? And the rest of the time, what would you do with that time? Who would you see? Who would you be present with? Who would you call? What work would you do if you wasn't mindlessly scrolling on Facebook looking at people that you don't know? Choose to be phone free for an extended period of time. Okay, again, it's the same thing. Maybe you make a decision, I'm not taking my phone to bed, and I'm not having it at the dinner table. Okay, and for the first hour when the kids come home from school, it's no phone time. Okay, go out, leave the house, go to the gym and leave your phone at home. Go for dinner and leave your phone at home. Go for a walk and leave your phone at home. But practice at spending half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, half a day away from your phone, and become comfortable with that again. Okay, drive that anxiety into a dark corner and take control back. Simple things to do. You can switch your notifications off. You know, those little red dots that appear on all those apps that you don't need, right? And it's like whack-a-mole. Got to get, every time there's a red dot, you've got to whack it, right? Got to open it up, got to see it. Guess what's happened? Nothing is what's happened, right? Maybe move the most aggressive apps, right? The ones that ping the most, maybe move them off your home screen. So at least then you have to go to your phone, unlock it, and scroll a couple of times before you get to it. Because in just going through those actions, unlock, scroll, maybe it's on the third screen, and by the time you're going to the third one, you go, whoa, what am I doing? Give yourself a buffer to not automatically be going in there in your addicted state to see the notifications about stuff that can wait. Move those, the most offending apps, the Facebook, the Instagram, okay, the WhatsApp, the emails. This is the other thing you can do, by the way. If you're anything like me, at one point, it was brilliant that you could get everything coming into your phone. Text messages, WhatsApps, Telegrams, Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, and now you've got, the others. You got the Snapchat and the TikTok and your emails and your phone calls. What if you took some of those off your phone? What if you decided to only ever access Facebook when you were sat at a computer, right? Just thoughts. By the way, I still have Facebook on my phone. I have Messenger on my phone. I've reduced the amount of emails that come into my phone. Not every account comes into my phone. Notifications are off. They're not on the home screen, and it's made a difference to me. So I'm only sharing what's made a difference to me in the hope that they'll make a difference to you. Okay, by the way, if you choose to do those things, please let me know. Let me know what difference it makes. So really, I think it's just a case of making a decision to be mindful over your relationship with your phone, or to continue mindlessly turning to it when you're tired, turning it to when you're depressed, turning to it when you're bored. Okay, allowing yourself to be bored. Are you going to be human in the real world, or you're going to be a zombie on the virtual world? Are you going to give presents this Christmas wrapped up in boxes, right? Stuff that you didn't need to buy to prove your love to people who know you love them anyway? Or are you going to give the gift of being present in their presence? Maybe it's time to take control back. Something I learned from my sister-in-law, Daria, who's very good at this. She said, I'm the master, the phone's the servant. Oh, wow. Everything I just said can be wrapped up in that one line. I'm the master, the phone's the servant. And when it's on loud and the notifications are switched on and everything's coming in there, it actually becomes the master of me, and I become the servant to the phone. My job to answer everything, look at everything. That's the wrong way round. So all that said and done, maybe you got some value, maybe you didn't, I don't know. Maybe you're dying to tag someone. So here's the rules around tagging. You can tag someone in this, right? But if you're going to tag them, it has to come from a place of love, not from a place of I told you so, right? If you're going to tag them after their name, you put a little heart, little heart emoji, right? Or put because I love you and tag them. Or put because I want a better relationship and tag them. Okay, put something in the tag, right? Maybe have a conversation with them first and let them know you're going to tag them in something because you love them, because you want a better relationship with them, because you want presence, not a present. So feel free to tag, okay? Feel free to share, but do it from a place of love. And if you're watching this and you've been tagged, please don't take offense to it. Please understand that the person that tagged you is probably, as much as anything, admitting weaknesses in what they do. They're not perfect, just like I'm not perfect. And what they're saying is, I'm willing to be better for me if you're willing to be better for you. And if we're both better together, okay, maybe we'll have a better relationship with each other. I hope there's some value. I hope I haven't pissed anyone off, right? And if you've got value from it, I don't need your thanks. I don't need messages. I don't need anything. I'd encourage you to pay it forward however you can. Pay it forward through your own actions. Pay it forward by tagging someone. Pay it forward by sharing this video. Whatever's good for you is good for me. Thank you so much for your time. As always, have an amazing November. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.